Now let's move to the quick demo on the topics which we have covered right now. So let's move to the demo of this particular topic regarding which we have covered right now. So here is the Visual Studio Code where we are actually having all the important programs running. I have already explained to you how to install this, how to set up this in your system, and how to start running the programs. So we can start with the first lesson or the first demo session of this class, which is actually showing a program to find the area of a circle. So what all things you need to identify? So to create a program to find the area of a circle, you have to first think of what are the processes, what are the variables required to create the or find the area of a circle. Here you can see I need radius in order to calculate the area of the circle. Then I need to declare a variable to store the area, right? So finding a circle's area, I will require only two things mainly. One is radius and then the constant pi, because we know the formula for computing area is pi r square, right? So to find the area of a circle, which we use the formula in mathematics, pi r square. So pi r square, r means radius, pi is a constant, and square is the multiplication of radius twice, right? So I will declare one variable for radius, and so what we get from this execution, we will be getting area. So pi r square equal to area, that's the end result. So I need to store this area in somewhere, so I need to create one more variable. So here you can see the declaration. So the declaration integer is the radius data type, because I am always using radius as integer data type. So like I am not planning to give 5.5 as input, I am only planning to give 5 as input, so I am using radius variable as int. Similarly, I want to calculate the area. Anyway, most probably the area of a circle will be a decimal number, so that's why I am using floating point or float data type, because the area should be decimal and my area variable should be able to store the decimal values. So I am using float to define my variable area. Now I have a constant pi equal to 3.14. So why this is a constant? Because pi is always a constant value, its value never changes. So I have declared float pi equal to 3.14. Here you can see the const keyword in the beginning, which means this variable pi cannot be changed throughout the program. Its values always remains as 3.14. So remaining steps you can self understand. Here I am asking the radius of the circle, then it will be printing the statement because this is a cout statement. We have covered that already. Then we are entering that value using cin statement, which is actually asking for the radius. So cin radius, then I am asking, then I am trying to find out the area of the circle using the formula pi r square. So how we are writing that pi r square expression here? Area is the variable equal to pi, which is our constant 3.14, into, so here I have already told you like x will not work as multiplication, so we have to use star symbol as multiply operator. So here you can see star is used as the multiply operator. So we are calculating area as pi into radius, which is pi r square. Then I am printing the area and ending the program using a return 0 statement. Now let's execute this program. So in order to execute this program, before that I need to compile this program, right? Sorry for that. So I need to compile that program, right? So I am going to clear the terminal once. Now I am going to compile the program. So what is the way to compile the program in my system, I can use G++ followed by the file name, right? File name, what is the file name? Find circle area dot cpp. Now pressing enter. Oh, I have had some sort of mistake on my spelling or something because this program is not running. Let me try again. G++, which is the way to compile the program. I have already explained what is compilation. Find circles area dot cpp. Enter. Yeah, successful. So there is no error declared, no error shown here. This means that my program is successfully compiled. Now I need to run this program. So for that, what will I do? I will use another command called ./a.out, running that. See, now the program is asking me for the radius of the circle. So I am giving the radius 10. Enter. So you can see here 314 is the area. So one issue you can see over here, that is /n is over here and /t is here. So that's a mistake because this /n is not the right slash. We have used the wrong slash. That's why the value is not coming properly. So this is the slash you should use, \. Now let's see this program again. So why we are using /n? To move the output to the next line, that's why we are using this /n. Why we are using this /t? To give some space in between the two things, this area and the value of area. That's why we are using the /t. So let's do that again. We need to compile the program again. So I am compiling it again using G++ command, because whenever you make changes on your program, you need to compile that to get the latest output. Then I am using the /a.out. Now I can see the radius of the circle that should be entered. I am giving 10 and I am pressing enter. So now you can see it is leaving one line below and it is displaying area. Then it's leaving some space, right? 3.14, that is some space over here, and then only it's actually getting out of the program. So it's having a tab space by using /t, and it's actually displaying the area correctly. You can know, like, right, 10 into 3.14, that into 10, right? So 10 square into 3.14, that is 314 is the area of the circle. So hope you got this program's idea. So we can move to the next session.